Well, hello everyone, and you're welcome. So in today's tutorial, what we're going to do is to learn how to use the vector tools. So I'll just create a new project and create a new scene. So I'll just click on scene and I'll just call that vect. It doesn't really matter. I'm not going to even save this scene. So to use the vector brush tools, all we need to do is to create a vector level or vector layer. And to do that, let's go to level, go to new, and here we're going to create a new vector level and I'll hit OK. So now that we have that vector level, we can actually see it here. And this is the color code it actually uses. So you understand you're on a vector level. And let's go to the brush tool. The shortcut is to hit B. And here we are at the vector, using the vector brush tool. And we can just start drawing any line or any shape or design we want. So what can we actually do? Well, we can change the size of the brush. So if I go to the top here, we can drag a minimum and max value. So I'll just set this to the same. So it just means I have the same brush that's of the same type. And basically that's how you can manipulate and play around with the vector brush. We can create a palette. So if I go to color, we'll create another brush but with a different color. So I'll select another color and I can create a separate color, create another brush, and I just select from here. Now I have a blue vector drawing like that. So what can we actually do with this? Well, we can increase the accuracy of the brush by dragging the smoothness, and we can use that to, you can see how this follows the path. So if you have a more, if you like to follow your design closely, you can increase the accuracy, and this will actually help you create a much more, precise vector brush. And we can apply pressure. So in case you're using a Wacom stylus, you can apply pressure sensitivity to your brush. I'll just turn off this smooth like that. And so let's look at the accuracy. What does the accuracy do? So if it's very accurate, it's going to create more vector points. And let me just turn down this accuracy to 0 and just draw the same one. And let's go over to the contour tool here, this one. So I'll just click on that, the control points editor. And if I click on this, you can see the number of points we have. I'll just zoom in here, use the hand tool to drag this up and click again. And let's click this one. So we have lesser points, less accurate design, and we have more points here. So you need to strike a balance between having, a lot of points, better accuracy, medium or low points. So that's basically how we can use that tool. So the same process actually works. We can create a shape and go to the fill, select a color. So let me just create a color here, and we can fill the shape with that color. So here it's on lines only. So I can go to areas, click on areas and fill areas, or I can use lines and areas, and this will fill the lines and areas with the same color like that. So I'm just changing this and filling it with different. So if I go back here and click on lines, so we have a green line with a purple fill. Are there more vector brushes? Yes, there are more vector brushes, but they are not really performant. So unfortunately, that's one of the few setbacks with OpenToonz. There are other brushes you can download online, but they seem to affect the performance of the program heavily. So apart from just using the vector brush tools, we can manipulate the brush strokes after we create them. So one of the best ways is to use the control point tool. So you can see these lines are extremely dense, and you can use that to change a shape when you've actually created it. For instance, I can click on this one and I can just manipulate these points. We have Bezier handles, and we could just change these points with that handle like that and play around with them. So just know, and you can also delete points. So let's say I don't want that point. I'll just select this point and hit delete. Select this point and hit delete. And if for some reason you want to add a point, so I've deleted these points, just hold Control and click on a position and you have a point. You can manipulate the points using the Bezier handles. If you have a sharp, edgy point like this one and you want to make it smooth, you can use the iron tool and you go over here and just iron out the sections you want to make a bit smoother in case it's looking too rough. Right, so apart from the vector brush tools, you have a lot of tools here you can use to create vector patterns. So if I go back to the brush here, I pick this ball pattern tool, and you can see if I draw any vector shape, it's going to follow that pattern. Let me just try and make this quite large and just draw. Oops. So if I zoom out, you can actually see we have those shapes. Now that's too large. I'll just drag this to say about 20 and just draw this. You can see we have this patterns like that. So these are examples of patterns you can actually create using that tool, and you can manipulate them anyhow you want after you've created that tool. So, and how do you get rid of a pattern when you've already created it? So it doesn't really work like that, but you can actually erase and separate out that. So for instance, if I draw this, this is actually going to split this into various components. You can see we have this part. I'll just zoom in, separated part, and this part separate as well. All right, so yeah, that's how you can just play around with the vector brush tools. You can manipulate the lines. We've seen how to do that. You can apply a pressure. And what I also want to show you is this snap option. So let's see what the snap means. So if you have a line, for instance, you draw a line here and you place your cursor over the edge of the line, it'll actually snap to that line. So say, for example, I actually draw this shape and I want to continue here. So once I bring my cursor over here, it's just going to snap to that point, and I can easily draw this and also snap to the closing point. You can set the snap to either low, medium, or high. So you can have a high snap or low snap, and it's easily just going to snap between those points. That's quite really helpful. So that's how you can play around with the vector brush and use that to create your art. We'll be learning more about the vector brush tool as we progress in the course. Thank you very much for watching.